All right, welcome to Reza Riffs, guys. Keith Reza. Subscribe, rate, and review to the show on Apple Podcasts and where you get all your podcasts. Alan Lee is still not going to be here today. It's all that jazz. He's working, doing his thing. Good thing is shows are starting to open up. My first show will be at the Rec Room on July 3rd, 2021. I don't know who's going to be on it with me. I literally just got the date, as a matter of fact, from the text message. So, yeah, it'll be fun. We have a good show tonight. Great show. Bobbie Jean Brown is going to be with me, talking to me. She's a stand-up comedian, actress. She's known for being She's My Cherry Pie Girl. And she's written 2 books, Dirty Rocker Boys and Cherry on Top by Bobbie Jean Brown. And she'll be talking to me on Reza Riffs. So subscribe, rate, and review. Follow us on social media at Reza Riffs. And enjoy the show.
You're listening to Reza Riffs with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hey, Bobbie.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Doing good. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah. So where are you right now? You're not in Los Angeles?
No, I'm in Louisiana right now.
Ah, how's Louisiana?
It's got its good parts and the rest is pretty shitty, but yeah.
Are comedy clubs open over there?
I don't think so, no. Not yet. Or maybe they will be like this week. I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say, if they are, I need to take a trip to Louisiana.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
So how long is this going on? How long are we doing this?
Just 30 minutes, 30 to 45, depends how much fun we're having, or, if you want to kill me or whatever. I usually have a co-host, but his mom is like in the hospital, so he had to bail.
Oh, that's okay. Did you want to reschedule, or do you want to just do this?
No, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I already gave you a sweet ass introduction before. Yeah. And my introduction was, you've seen her from Last Action Hero.
Is that my sweet ass intro?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, my part was like 5 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know you're known for the cherry pie, and I feel like you get asked that stuff a lot. So like I didn't think you'd get asked about Last Action Hero. So I thought I'd start off with a question.
Okay. That's fine with me.
How was Last Action Hero?
Good. It was good.
Huh?
Yeah, really good. Everybody was cool. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he had to stand on an apple box to be taller than me.
Oh, he's a pretty short guy, huh?
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. So nice. And that was after the music video, and you were also on Star Search, so you already had like a lot of steam going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was already married and had a baby, and yeah. So.
All right. So Star Search, you won 13 times, which is the most of any other contestant in that.
Right.
That's a great record.
And then I lost the money, which kind of sucked, but yeah, I guess it was kind of what's it called? She like bought off the judges, I guess. I don't know. And my agent wanted me, asked if I wanted to like press charges. I was like, no, I don't want to seem like a sore loser, Right. But and the reruns got me so much work anyway. But the $100,000 would have been nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and then plus, you probably spent a lot of time with Ed McMahon, right? How was that?
Not really. I mean, as much time as was on camera.
Yeah.
is the time that we spent. I did, however, have to host an event in Vegas with him during this run. And my roommate, who was like one of those people who like was a star fucker. Can you see my cuss? Can I cuss? Okay. Kind of like went on the trip and ended up hanging out with him. And yeah, so she kind of, was like, hey, let's go shopping. Ed gave me his credit card and we like spent $10,000 each. And he was so doped out on like pills and like walking around naked. We were like, whoa. So yeah, that's the only experience I had with Ed, and it was horrible, gross. But of course the paparazzi got us as we came into the hotel, and it was like, oh, they're hanging out, but we weren't. I had my own hotel separate. But yeah,
was he like, I'm missing $10,000?
No, I guess he told her that we could go shopping with his card. It was just like him like trying to meander down his staircase naked. It was like, okay, yeah, it was kind of like a sock with rocks in it, and like a tube sock with it was just all bad and dangly, and I was just like, wow, okay. So I was like, good luck with that to my friend. She was like, yeah.
Are you still friends with a friend?
I still am, yeah, friends with her.
See, that's friendship. If you could survive $10,000 of Ed McMahon, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still good friends with a lot of my like elementary school, high school, lots of those friends. It's only the ones in LA that don't last that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever find that like you're still friends with, the people you went to school with, and then when you became a celebrity, like, did you find that maybe they changed, or like how they acted around you?
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a few people like that just kind of wrote me off, and then moving back here, I'm rekindling with a couple of friends, and you can kind of tell who was jealous and who wasn't, but yeah, I found that I have a couple of good friends still here.
Because like I'm like the exact opposite, where like I had no friends growing up, but now that like I have a little steam or whatever, everyone from high school wants to be my friend. And I'm like, oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I had that too. And I just remember putting that on blast when that person would be like, oh, hey. And I'm like, oh, hey. Yeah. So yeah, where have you been? So yeah, I'd just be like, no, thanks. And then cut them off. But it's kind of weird too, because like I rekindled with like my first boyfriend here, and went to go like see his kid perform somewhere, and he was super pumped that we were talking, but he kept bringing up weird like things that don't matter now. Like he didn't know how to act around me a little bit.
Right.
And then I just kept going, why do you keep bringing up sex? Like, why do you keep talking about that? Any of it. And it was weird. He just kept going, what's up? And I'm like, same thing that's up like 5 minutes ago, like, and then he tried to say like I was all Hollywood. And I was like, if I were, I wouldn't be here right now. If I was so Hollywood, I wouldn't be at your kid's function.
That's a good point.
Been 40 years. And so, yeah, it was awkward. It was a little awkward,
I feel like every single date I've ever had with a boyfriend would be awkward, but I like the ladies.
Good one. All right. Yeah.
But so you wrote 2 books now, and what's that like? Because I know it's a lot of tell all stuff that people are kind of like wish you didn't write, but you still did.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. I could have said so much more.
Right.
The book wasn't to like throw anybody under the bus or like reveal these, things that a lot of people don't know already, or that wasn't already reported about. I did draw the line in some areas just to not be an asshole. But I told what was relevant on my end. Like I told my perspective of everything, and as long as you tell the truth, you can't get sued. And so I didn't get any, I'm sure lots of people were like not happy about it. As a matter of fact, I know they weren't, but but I mean, I didn't lie, and it's so stupid too. It's like all this shit happened like 30 years ago, And then I have like somebody I wrote something about. I've had 2 rock stars confront me, like in a public setting. And I was like, seriously? This is like, that did happen. So, but they weren't happy about it. It was who else? Tommy sent a text to Athena, not happy about it. Actually, it's like 4 people. Sebastian Bach, Paul Stanley, and who else? Was one other, a kid from like this band called Take 5. We're all not happy about it. Anything I said. So
but Leo was very happy because then you say he had like the biggest cock.
I mean, he wasn't happy either though, but yeah, it's like, what, how can you be mad about that?
Yeah.
Who's mad?
Like, that's helping him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's interesting that you say that, like, you can't write anything that's not true about being sued, because that is slander. And
Right.
I have a feeling people have written stuff about you that could be a little slanderish. So how did you deal with that?
There was something like in the Dirt book that if I hadn't already been public about my drug use, I could have used.
Right.
But I'm so open and I'm always forthcoming about my personal life that it wasn't even a deal, So that was really the only thing. And there was nothing that anybody ever said bad about me except for in that book.
Oh, okay.
And it was true. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Like, because like my ex is like a little, there's 2 sides to every story, but my side is she's crazy, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm sure her side is she's gonna say I'm crazy, but she wrote a book, and I'm like so scared to read it because I don't want to know what's
my
about.
ex was the same way about my second book.
Yeah.
Sure, so. I'm sure. Well, the way you can do that is if just use an alias or other name. There was a couple of names that I switched in my first book just to don't want to hear from that person or whatever. So I just switched the name like of the guy I moved out to LA with. But yeah. So yeah, why are you scared?
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Are you that crazy?
No. I'm just saying, like, there's 2 sides to every story. So like, I don't feel like writing a book on my side. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of over it.
Is the whole book about you?
No. I haven't even read the book. I'm just saying, if I did read the book, I'm scared I would be in it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if she used your name, then you should read it just to be sure what she says.
Yeah, I feel like it's a con to get me to call her again.
Really? God, you sound like you're in a narcissist relationship or some shit. True.
Just throwing out those jokes for you, Bobbie.
Oh, thanks. I so appreciate it.
So what was it like doing the audiobook? Is it easier to read something that you've written? Because I know you did the voices and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of cathartic, and also things that is written down, saying them out loud also can be like, ew, like it feels weird. Yeah. But the process I do love. Like it's really easy, and I love that process, and I feel like it gives a intimate tone, like you're talking to a friend or whatever, and they could get a insight of like the emotion, maybe, because I do read it like with emotion, or how whatever emotion I was feeling at the time does come out. So I do feel like it's a more intimate way to read the book by listening to it and by my voice, which I recommend it because I think it's weird when other people do other people's audiobooks, not them. Yeah, I agree. I guess it's a personal preference, but I feel like it's more intimate when you do it yourself.
I'm surprised, like, because I'm sure there's like studies out there that like with kids who have like a hard time reading, or even adults have a hard time reading, I think the audiobooks are really helpful for the mind. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Although I have like ADD, so listening to an audiobook, I don't know that I would be able to learn from hearing something. My learning process is by doing, but I don't have the patience to like read instructions so I mean, maybe I do think audiobook is a good way to go. Now, how does your ADD like affect you doing stand-up comedy? Because I have Asperger's syndrome, and that like I think that makes me stronger at stand-up, but worse at interviewing.
Huh. I don't think it's really affected because people doing comedy don't really like, they're not really judging if you're, it's like a person can go up there and just be complete goofy or like just not even know what they're doing and it may still seem funny. Do you know
Right.
what I mean? Like, so I don't think anybody's like, what's up with her? She's so spastic. Like, I'm always spastic. So I don't think anybody, if anything, they'd be like, she's on drugs, you know? But other than that, I don't think anybody's like, it hasn't really affected, it has affected my patience. I'm just the most impatient person in the world. I am.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievably, I am. I just hate waiting. I hate going up after. Like, I have so many, preferences that not everybody can appease.
Now, when you do clubs, do you prefer to like show up late because you're usually closing them out, or like how do you like to watch the other shows or what?
No, yeah, that's usually the case. Um, like on my third show, I was already opening for the headliner, which is kind of harsh, but I sold tickets.
Right.
So who cares how good or bad I was? It was just a matter of the fact that I sold tickets. So they would always, put me in positions that other comedians really resented because
Right.
they've been working their ass off for so many years. And it's kind of like when somebody new comes in and they're not like really a comedian who's done the work, put in 11 years, respected, all that stuff. There's some animosity between other comedians for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care. I just hated being put up after the headliner, which happened to me one time, and I was so mad because
Who was the headliner?
Daryl Hammond,
Oh,
SNL, yeah,
yeah.
So
But see, like that's also like a compliment because you're closing the show because like, you know what I mean?
it's not considered a compliment. It's considered you use my draw to sell all these tickets, and the headliner goes on, and everyone leaves, and then I go.
Oh, so they left before you.
They leave after the headliner. So
Right.
then I go up like I'm like one of the waiters or something. You know how they always get their like last bit in, and I was like, why the fuck would you do that?
Oh yeah,
I
that's
felt like
kind
it
of fucked up.
play. Yeah, felt like
Was
it
that the Comedy Store?
on the
Oh,
main stage.
wow.
I was like, great. That was horrible. I was so pissed.
Like I know like in this comedy business, it's all about promoting and selling tickets and stuff, but like that's why I don't perform at the store because they tried to do that. And I said, hey, look, I'll promote it. I can't guarantee you I'll sell tickets, but all I want to do is just make people laugh. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like I become friends with all these headliners because of that work ethic. It's like I don't really bullshit that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess that is a cool way to go about it. I don't mind doing comedy. It comes pretty easy to me. I have bombed. I have done really well. But like so many comedians have told me that they knew when they did comedy that this was their dream. This is oh my God, this is it. Like they knew, and they quit everything else and they just like pummeled towards, getting better and whatever. I never felt that way. Like I just felt like it was just something else I did that was cool that I, sometimes mastered, sometimes didn't. But that people really wanted to see me do. And sometimes I was really good and sometimes I sucked. But
well, see, I feel like you're just you're a funny person. So I feel like that when you jumped into stand up, like it's kind of like something you've always kind of been doing because you've always been funny. You know what I mean?
Right. But there is a difference between being funny and making people laugh.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a little bit, that's where it cuts, the cake. It's like, yeah, I'm funny all the time. I make people laugh on a regular basis, but making people laugh intentionally is a whole nother game.
Yeah.
So that was what, I was trying to wrap my head around because it's the crowd. It's, it all depends.
Do you think that it's like a little harder for you because you're beautiful and a lot of female comics, they're not really, they kind of dress not to impress, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So I was told to do that and I never listened. I just dressed how I dress. I think it's a thing where they think that, because I was working with a comedy teacher and he said that females were going to hate me in the audience, like because I was attractive, and they would not laugh because of that. And I was like, I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
So I still did, whatever. And if that was the case, that was fine. But I don't, I was never like that. Like when I was in the crowd and I would see comedians, I would never like hate on the girl if she was attractive. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
That's just women. I guess they're just generally competitive, but I'm not, so I don't understand it.
And see, that's one of the bright sides about being an ugly dude like myself. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
go.
It's a dumb thing, but honestly, I have a friend who's really attractive and she will do comedy in a bathing suit, So good.
Kate Quigley?
Yeah. She's awesome.
I love Kate.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine. And yeah, she's badass. So
yeah. I thought it was funny. Like, I didn't subscribe because I think of Kate as a friend, but she started an OnlyFans page.
Oh wow, that's I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so I was
surprised. That's Kate.
Yeah.
I would not. Wouldn't be surprised.
Have you done her Dave Fellows podcast? I think you'd be good on that. Oh, you have done it. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
So you were saying on Twitter, your Twitter got hacked. What was that like?
No, not just my Twitter. Everything. 40 plus accounts. Like I have a hacker, a stalker. She, accessed my unemployment, collected my unemployment and my name. Like this is way beyond just this regular hacker. This is like somebody I met and was obsessed and got into all my shit and was me for like 8 months, and I couldn't even get into my own shit. She changed the admin to my own Mac. Like she's that IT savvy, and I thought I was, but no, not even close compared to this. Yeah, and in fact, I still think she's in my computer. Like nobody knows how to wrap their head around stalking and cyber crimes here.
Right.
And it's ridiculous. So I've had to pay, to get back into all my shit, but she's still, I can still see processes that aren't mine. You know what I mean? And they're going back to some address, but nobody knows how to do it here. So it's been very stressful and upsetting and triggering and just frustrating as hell. Like it just makes me mad all the time. Trying to just, I've lived my whole life building my own brand of my own name. And in 3 weeks' time, this person can come in and just become me.
So wait, they're acting like you to fans?
They were.
Holy Lord. Yeah,
they were me for 8 months. And
wow.
I couldn't access any of my shit. My parents think I'm writing a new documentary. They don't know anything about computers. So I look like a crazy person. It's been frustrating and exhausting. So yeah.
That if it makes you, I don't know if this is gonna make you feel any better, but that's happened to me where like people will make up fake Facebook accounts and fake Twitter accounts to say it's me, and it's like I don't even know you. You know what I mean?
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was actually in my personal accounts, so responding, being me, promoting jobs, putting my photo on dildo sales, like.
What?
I mean, just just getting in to see any of it and trying to take photos of it. As soon as she saw that I was back in my shit, she shut me down remotely.
Yeah.
I was like, how does this even work? Yeah. So yeah, it's been exhausting and frustrating and maddening.
Does it make you want to go back to the 90s and the 80s when social media wasn't around and you could just be yourself?
Yeah, actually, like social media, I never, was like, who the fuck cares about what you ate for breakfast? But they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was doing a show at the time and they were like, you have to do social media. And so I had to, but do I like it? No. When I finally accessed my accounts, I just got back on. Every lurker who's ever been a creep was like hiding behind and like, hey, what's up? Like the first ones to pop through. And I was like, oh, did I miss social media? No, guess I didn't. It was so weird. But yeah, it's just like everybody has access to you in ways that they never have before, and they feel like they know you. So
Yeah.
they're like, hey, what's up? Like video calling from Facebook? What the fuck? I don't know you. Like,
Yeah. That's the one thing I don't like. And then
it's
like,
fucking annoying, honestly.
yeah,
Don't try to call me unless I told you personally. Call me via Facebook, which I never do.
right.
So, and why would you have the balls to like contact someone you've never met?
Yeah.
Like, hey, like that person's supposed to answer? Really? Like, hey, well, hey, stranger, what's up? Like, I don't understand the balls that these people have.
There's this new app that's actually kind of cool. It's called Stereo, and what it is like it's just basically podcasting on your
Yeah.
phone or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Well, because when I first started, I was one of the big celebrities, and now I'm like the worst celebrity on it. But anyways, not the point. So when I first got it, I followed people, just, and then they would call me. I'm like, what the? It was just so awkward. It made me turn off that app,
Yeah, it's like, why? or the one move, hi. That's it. Hey. What
Like,
the
say
fuck?
something original.
Like, hi. Like, oh my god. Or I get this one a lot. Or just asking, are you a what is it? Are you a submissive or a? They're asking me if I'm like into bondage shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, go. So I'll just go and block them instead of
Right.
even replying. I just block them. Like,
That's
fuck
like
you.
that's like third date questions. You know what I mean?
If you ever want another date, is never a good question to ask me. But a stranger, I'm like, what the fuck are you asking me? So stupid. Yeah.
But no, like, what I never understood about bondage was like a guy would pay a girl $300 just so she could tie him up and kick the crap out of him. And it's like, why don't you just ask your mom to do that for free? Yeah.
Whenever I feel the same way when I go to the Korean spa, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I could have like asked somebody to beat the fuck out of me right now. Instead, I paid for it. So cool.
It's like you're getting, I don't know. Maybe it's more of a kick, but
I don't fucking know. Everybody's got their own kink. I'm like, I don't care to know about it. Save it, dude.
Now, you also did a movie with Vanilla Ice.
I did.
Yeah. So, like, what was that like? Because I think Vanilla Ice, I don't know if he's like the funniest guy or the weirdest guy. I'm kind of torn on that. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't really know him well, although he did invite me to his show at, where was it? The Hard Rock, when he was like doing rock music.
yeah.
And I guess he still had my number from when he was Vanilla Ice and I did the movie, but he was like, walked up to me and went, yo, what? Wait, yo, yup, what's up? And I was like, no. Nope. And he was like, I was like, nope. I just kept walking. Nope. So, yeah, he was trying to use that. I was like, yeah. So I forgot what my name was. I forget. It was like Melanie or something. I don't know. I gave him my phone number. It was kind of it was such a stupid movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know if he's funny or just.
I think he is funny just by that story you said, because like that's how he actually acts.
But he was definitely trying to use that as a legit intro. So makes him funny by circumstance, but not directly. Like, I think he just thought that was gonna work. I don't know.
Yeah. You gotta give him confidence though, right?
Huh?
You gotta give him points for being confident, right? Just
for sure. I mean, to walk up and just say that, I was like, nope. Nope. So I'm sure that probably, he was like, oh, that didn't happen. Yeah, no, it did. It's embarrassing.
Now, I'm sure you get asked this question all the time, but what's your favorite type of pie?
Oh, I don't like strawberry. Had some guy offered to make me a strawberry pie, like on our first date. I was like, I don't want you to make me anything, especially pie, but definitely not strawberry. I was like, maybe you should get a dog. He was so pissed. Because I was like, what? I do like cherry pie. It is one of my favorite. I like pecan pie. I like coconut. I like, I think that's kind of it. Like I like, I like pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites. Yeah.
I thought for sure you were going to say cherry. Like
I did. Cherry is one of my favorites. It is. But like legit, it is.
Yeah. Filming that music video, I just wanted to ask about the hose thing because that kind of looked like it hurt.
It did.
Oh, yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, you better get this in one take because it's not happening again. My eyelids peeled backwards.
Holy Lord.
Yeah, it's like it was a real hose. And Janie wasn't, a fire guy, so he just probably did it full. And that's why I turned away because my eyelids were peeling backwards. It was so strong. So I was like, hope you got that.
Yeah. And this was before you and Janie started dating, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I heard that he always liked you, and like you were with somebody, and then he got you. So like it was like a nice little romance moment where the guy gets the girl at the end.
Yeah, it's true. That's a true story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he was just there waiting in the wings.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And then so a couple last questions for you. Are you gonna like try and get on the TV with your TV of Rocks again? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
We have something in the works right now, and we were picked up by a production company, and it's being pitched to major networks as we speak. So hopefully that will happen. I'm just going to keep saying that it is happening.
Yeah.
Because it's a really great idea, and it'll be fun. We would love to do that again, and it's helping communities and all that stuff. So it's going to be good. But yeah, me and most of my girls are getting back together and trying to make something happen.
And are you going to write a third book, like a trilogy to this?
It's essentially written itself just by being here, but I just don't know that there's so much in book sales anymore. And my second book company completely effed me over. So, I don't know. If I did, I would probably self-publish at this point.
Yeah.
Just because, not a good experience with the second book.
I'm writing a book, and I only have the title, but I've only, it's called How to Annoy Yourself to the Top.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was promoting my first book 4 years before I ever wrote a page too. So it's like putting it out there in the universe, kind of.
Yeah. And then when I re-listen to it, I'll say, oh, okay. Oh, I got to seriously write it, Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually you're going to have to actually write it. Yeah.
So, and then a last thing, your manager is my manager.
Who?
Dante. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Are you still with Dante?
I guess. And I'm here. So it's kind of like, what can they really do for me here?
Right.
But yeah, I got with him right before COVID hit, and then COVID hit and I made a major move.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I mean, I guess I am. I just don't know that they're really doing anything at this point or what they can do.
Yeah. Well, I was going to share a funny story, but then COVID hit. So the story doesn't really matter, but it involved you.
Really?
Yeah. Because
it's a true story?
It's a true story, but like it never happened because of COVID. But
okay. So this is like a fantasy depiction that was in your head that involved me but never got to happen.
No, I mean that happens all the time. But this was like this is because I got a date at the Irvine Improv, and then it wasn't Dante, it was some other girl. I forgot her name. I think it was like Amy or Amanda or something like that. And she's like, yeah, we should get Bobbie Brown to open for you and stuff, and you guys could co-headline and stuff. I was like, oh, that'd be cool or whatever, but it never happened because of COVID.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So that was just the story. I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that would have been cool, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Did you end up doing it?
No, COVID.
Nobody was standing up anywhere. Yeah.
No, it canceled it. Last year was the was the 1 year of my entire career where I didn't have to lie about my taxes. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I didn't either. And then somebody claimed at least $8,000 in my unemployment, but not me. As me. I had to prove myself that I was legit me and she didn't, and she collected all the money. Isn't that fucking lame? So lame.
Well, I hope you meet this person so you can bitch slap them.
Oh no, I've met this person. She had a
you have? Oh.
Yeah, she had a fake magazine. And then 3 weeks into it, she was a female, obsessed, malignant narcissist who wanted to marry me and showed up at my house at 3 a.m. with a loaded 38.
Holy Lord.
Huh?
Wow. So, that sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, so it's been weird, really weird, and unfortunate in so many ways, but just, there's crazy people out there.
I do have one more question for you.
Okay.
Do you think that, because when you started, interviews were probably press or newspapers and stuff like that, and not really podcasting, like, would you say that you enjoy podcasting more than press, or?
It kind of feels like the same thing. Like, it doesn't seem any different. Sometimes it's for a podcast, sometimes it's for a radio show or live radio, or a pre-recorded thing that airs later. It always feels like the same thing, except for now people are using video chat more, which is not as easy because then I can't just show up with no makeup on and be like, hey. So that's kind of different, but because Zoom just became so popular during COVID, everybody wants to Zoom with you.
Oh, well, I should probably tell you this, that I don't promote the video. I just promote the audio because.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I'm not a very good looking guy, and I don't like stuff of me on the internet. That's true.
Like, who isn't? Like, there's, you're good looking for somebody. Who cares?
Oh yeah, but
who gives a shit?
Yeah, but like I'm rich in character, because I'm a stand-up.
Yeah, I often say it's too bad God didn't bless me with looks, but at least he blessed me with a good personality.
Oh, well, Bobbie, where can the folks follow you and not stalk you?
Right. At Brown Bobbie on Instagram. Finally got that back. And Bobbie Jean Brown across the board on all other social media platforms. And my new podcast with my daughter is premiering tomorrow called southernfried.live.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Are you excited? That's like a nice little mommy-daughter?
It is. I mean, that's like the only good thing about being here is with the family, but everything else has sucked.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just be like, get my life back on track, and hopefully this show gets picked up, and do this podcast, and, trying to, getting back into my accounts to be able to communicate for work finally. But like for 8 months, I was like I was on the grid or something. And I would hear somebody would say like, oh, your photo was in a magazine promoting this concert next week through Eventbrite. And I was like, what? Just stuff like that. Like, it was always like, what? I'm still getting paperwork for the LLC she opened in my name.
Wow.
And stole. And I had to cease. So everything I've had to pay out of pocket, cease and desist, cameras, all that shit. Just hackers to get me back into my own shit. It's been fucking bullshit is what it's been.
Well, if you ever need a lawyer, my mom's a lawyer, so.
I have a lawyer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, so I was just throwing it out there.
No. Like, there's nothing the lawyers know how to wrap their head around, because it's basically forensics, and nobody knows how to do that. This my case is the first stalking case in Baton Rouge ever. I was like, okay. So yeah, it's like, it's been a waste of time, pretty much, trying to do anything here. Yeah. And they destroyed her weapon. That's all. So
well, I'm glad you're alive and well, and I look forward to your podcast with your daughter. I think that's a really cool, unique idea. Are you like going to give her dating tips, or like what's that?
Oh, no, dating tips. She's 29.
Oh, okay. So she knows all the tips. Excellent.
Oh, she edited both of my books. She knows everything, like too much. That's how we communicate. So we go back and forth, and she's the only person that can talk me off the ledge because she knew what I was saying. My stepdad was like, "Are you bipolar?" And I was like, "No, you're an eye surgeon. Why are you trying to, figure out my disorder that's non-existent?" Right. So, because they're just like, "Yeah, are you sociopath?" No, I'm not. Like medically trying to, he's an eye surgeon. Shut up. Like, no, this is a real thing. Movies happen from real events. So
you just said a funny joke. And,
I do.
I don't think you got, but like when I promote this next week, listen to it at the end where he's like, "Oh, are you whatever disorder I have?" And you said something, then you just say, "I have ADHD."
Yeah, I do.
And then he'll say something and be like, "No, it's called ADHD."
Yeah, he doesn't. That's not a real thing. Neither is depression. My family.
Yeah.
Like that's just a made up thing in your head. And I'm like, it's not. So,
oh no, depression is very real. I suffer from it, but comedy is really, I wouldn't say it cures it, but it really helps me.
See, that's what I was hoping would happen with me, because I felt like my brother moved away with my nephew, who I adore, that I saw every single day for 2.5 years. And they were leaving California because it's just too expensive. And I knew I was about to go dark. Like,
right.
Like, whoa. Like and that's when I just decided, like, I'm gonna try stand-up comedy. Everybody always says I should have, I auditioned for the Groundlings, got in.
Oh yeah, I did the Groundlings.
Yeah. So I quit. My teacher was horrible. She hated my guts. It was really bad.
Same my teacher.
Really?
You might have had the same teacher. Was it Rolling?
Well, it was a female.
Rolling, right?
I don't remember because it was
Lisa
like
Rolling. Yeah.
But she's a bitch. She would pull at, like, everything was my fault. You're not doing this right. Like, take off your hat. Like, whatever it was. I was like, fuck you. Yeah. So I quit. So then I tried
the same thing to me. I was like, but I'm a stand-up. I'm not an improv guy.
Right. So I just quit. And then, plus I had a boyfriend who said I wasn't funny, who's an asshole. So I just quit it. And then now I'm going to go dark. I'm like, I'm going to try it. I'm just gonna rip out the bucket list. I'm just going to do it. So, however, it did not, remedy what I was feeling. I thought it would, but it didn't really. So,
well,
yeah.
You know what also helps with my depression is like I watched this movie called Last Action Hero, and you can watch it.
So stupid.
Well, hey, I got you to smile. So
yeah, I need to watch that. I'll check it out.
All right, Bobbie. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. And then send me the link so I can share it when you have it up.
All right. Bye. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Bye, Bobbie.
Bye.
All right.
I'm gonna hang out. Let's see. Leave meeting.
All right. I was with Bobbie Brown. Subscribe, rate, and review. Follow Bobbie. And all right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
You're listening to Reza Riffs with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.